So in the last class we have seen the operating principle of the induction motor, okay, and what is the slip, okay, and why the slip exists in the induction motor, okay. So the induction motor when starts rotating in the direction of rotating magnetic field to oppose its course, it always try to reach the synchronous speed or the synchronous value with which the rotating magnetic field is rotating, so as it will achieve the 100% opposition, okay, but it always slips back from that speed, okay, and the slip speed is nothing but the relative speed between the rotor speed and the synchronous speed, or the speed difference between rotor speed and the synchronous speed, and is given by, okay, slip is given by, okay, it is ns minus n. This is slip speed, it is rpm, but generally we use percentage slip. S is equals to, it is ns minus n upon ns into 100. So this is the percentage slip of induction motor, okay. So now we know that the rotor is rotating, and as the rotor starts rotating, the relative speed between the synchronous speed or the rotating magnetic field and the rotor goes on decreasing. Initially the speed was 0, initially my n will be 0, so relative speed will be ns. As the speed goes on increasing, my relative speed between the RMF and the rotor goes on decreasing. So this will be changing the frequency of induced EMF in the rotor. So now I should be knowing what is the frequency of induced EMF. Okay. So now at the standstill or at the start, as the speed is 0, my induced EMF in rotor, okay, or current. I can take induced EMF or current. Induced EMF or current in rotor at start is proportional to ns. Is proportional to ns, and induced EMF or current during running is proportional to relative speed. Always it is proportional to relative speed, but now the relative speed is ns minus n, that is ns minus n. Therefore frequency f is equals to p into ns by 120, or we have ns is equals to 120 f upon p, or f is equals to p into ns by 120. So this is the frequency of induced EMF at the start. At the start, in the sense when the rotor is not still rotating, it is simply acting like the secondary short circuited transformer. Therefore the frequency of induced EMF or current is f only, because we know that in transformer frequency won't change. But now as the speed increases of the rotor, my relative speed is decreasing. Now the frequency f is not the induced EMF frequency in the rotor. The frequency of induced EMF goes on changing now. Okay. So what we can say is, let f dash be frequency of rotor induced EMF when rotor starts rotating. Okay. Here f dash is proportional to ns minus n. Here f dash is proportional to ns minus n. So because I don't have change in poles and I did not change the here I did not change the stator number of poles, I can write therefore for fixed number of poles we can write f dash is equals to, okay, you see this equation, f is equal to p ns by 120. So the frequency of induced EMF at start is proportional to the relative speed between the rotor and the rotating magnetic field. Since the rotor speed is 0, the rotating magnetic field speed will exist. But now there is rotor speed is not 0. So therefore I can write f dash is equals to p ns minus n divided by 120. F dash is equals to p ns minus n divided by 120. Now this is the frequency of rotor induced EMF. Now taking the ratio, f dash to f is equals to, it is p ns minus n divided by 120 divided by p ns upon 120. So 120 and p will get cancelled. Therefore f dash upon f is equals to ns minus n divided by ns. Okay, and this is equals to slip. Okay. F dash upon f is equals to slip, that is s, percentage slip. Okay, therefore f dash is equals to s into f. Okay, therefore frequency of rotor induced EMF will be slip times supply frequency. Frequency of rotor induced EMF will be always slip times the supply frequency. Okay, so this is the frequency of rotor induced EMF. Because the relative speed between the rotating magnetic field and the rotor is continuously changing, therefore the frequency of rotor induced EMF will not be the supply frequency, it will be simply proportional to the slip speed, and it is slip times the supply frequency. Okay, so this is one thing we had to see. Now we will move to few numericals. Okay, we will solve few examples on the induction motor, then we will move to starting of the induction motor later. Okay, now take down the example. So I will read out this statement and then we will write the given things and then we will move ahead with the solution. The examples are very simple. Okay. Take down. A 3-phase 4-pole 440 volt, a 3-phase 4-pole 440 volt 50 hertz induction motor, 50 hertz induction motor runs with a slip of runs with a slip of runs with slip of 3.5%. Runs with a slip of 3.5%. Find the rotor speed. Find the rotor speed and frequency of rotor induced EMF. Find rotor speed find rotor speed and frequency of rotor EMF. So I need to find out N and F dash. I need to find out N and F dash. Okay. So given things are P is equals to 4 pole, 50 hertz, 440 watts induction motor. Okay. So here S is equals to 3.5%. 3.5% means it is 0.035. S is equals to 0.035. So we have S is equals to Ns minus N divided by Ns. Ns minus N divided by Ns. Slip S is known. Ns is not given directly, but I can find out what is the synchronous speed. Okay. So Ns is equals to what? 120 F upon P. So frequency is 50 hertz. Number of poles are 4. So 120 into 50 divided by 4. So my Ns will be equals to 1500 RPM. Okay. Sorry. Ns will be 1500 RPM. Okay, so 30 into 50 is 1500 RPM. Now substitute here. We know S, we know Ns now. So I can write N is equals to, I can write S into Ns minus Ns minus S into Ns. From this equation, I can write N is equal to Ns minus S into Ns, or Ns into 1 minus S. This is also an important formula, you can note it. Okay. Now substitute all the values. N is equals to, Ns is 1500, 1 minus 0.035. Okay. So that will come out as 1 minus 0.035, 0.965 into 1500. So 1447.5. So synchronous speed is 1500 RPM and the rotor speed is 1447.5 RPM. Okay, so it is slipping back. Second case, F dash. So F dash is equals to S into F, that is 0.035 into 50. So F dash is equals to 1.75 hertz. So the frequency of rotor induced EMF and current will be very small, very low. Okay, because of relative speed between the rotor and stator, rotor and rotating magnetic field, the frequency of rotor induced EMF will be very less. Okay. So this is about the solution. Next, second example. The frequency of EMF in the stator, the frequency of EMF in the stator the frequency of EMF in the stator of a 4-pole 50 Hz machine, induction motor, the frequency of EMF in stator is of a 4-pole induction motor is, the frequency of EMF in stator of a 4-pole induction motor is 50 Hz. So F is equals to 50 Hz, 4-pole P is equals to 4 is 50 Hz, and that in rotor is 2 Hz, and that in rotor is 2 Hz, that is F dash is equals to 2 Hz. So the frequency of EMF in stator is 50 Hz in a 4-pole motor, and the frequency of EMF in rotor is 2 Hz. Okay, and that in rotor is 2 Hz. Okay. Find the slip and rotor speed of the motor. Find slip and rotor speed of the motor. That is, I need to find S and N. S and N. Okay. So it is given F is equals to 50 Hz, F dash is equal to 2 Hz. Okay. F dash is equals to S into F. Okay. F dash is equals to S into F. Okay. Then what is S? F dash upon F, that is 2 divided by 50. S is equals to 2 divided by 50. It is 0.04 or 4%. 0.04 or 4%. Okay, and S is equals to Ns minus N divided by Ns, or N is equals to Ns into 1 minus S. In the last example we have seen this relation. Ns is equals to 1 minus S, and Ns is 120 F upon P. So 120 into 50 divided by 4. It is again 1500 RPM. Okay, 1500 RPM. Therefore, Ns is equals to, N is equals to 1500 into 1 minus 0.04. Okay, so N is equals to 1440 RPM. N is equals to 1440 RPM. So I found out the slip, okay, 4%, and the speed 1440 RPM. Okay, so this is the solution for the given numerical. Yeah. So next example. Next example is a 10-pole induction motor is supplied by, I will write this, okay, a 10-pole induction motor is supplied by a 4-pole alternator is supplied by a 4-pole alternator. Okay. which is driven at 1200 rpm. Okay, a 4-pole alternator driven at 1200 rpm. 1200 rpm. If the motor runs at a slip of 2%, if motor runs at slip of 2%, find motor speed. If the motor runs at a slip of 2%, find the motor speed. Now we know that induction motor is the machine which takes electrical energy as input and gives out mechanical energy as output. So for giving the supply to induction motor, some source should be there. Now I have directly connected an alternator to this induction motor to supply. Now suppose I have this induction motor. Okay. So this is a 3-phase induction motor coming from, the supply is coming from three-phase alternator. Okay. Now this alternator is, okay, 10-pole alternator running at 1200 rpm. Sorry, 4-pole alternator, not 10-pole. 4-pole alternator running at 1200 rpm. Okay. This induction motor is of 10-pole running at a slip of 2%. Now I want the speed of induction motor. That's it. Now what is the speed of induction motor? N is equals to Ns into 1 minus S. Now I know S, it is 2%. What is Ns? Ns is equals to 120 into F divided by P. I know number of poles of induction motor as 10. But what is the frequency? Now F is the frequency of supply voltage. What is the frequency of supply voltage? It is not mentioned. But the frequency of supply voltage is given in the form of the data of alternator. Okay. Now what is the frequency of alternator? Or the frequency of EMF induced in alternator will be the frequency of supply voltage of induction motor, because this alternator is directly supplying the induction motor. Okay. So where F is frequency of generated voltage in alternator, that is F is equals to Pn generator by 120. Speed of generator into number of poles in generator divided by 120. So number of poles are 4, speed is 100, okay, by 120. So the supply frequency is 40 Hz. Okay, therefore F is equals to 40 Hz. As F is equals to 40 Hz, substitute this 40 Hz in calculating Ns. Therefore, synchronous speed of induction motor Ns is equals to 120 into 40 divided by 10. 120 F upon P. Okay. It is 12 4s are 48. So 120 into 4 is 480 rpm. Okay. It is 480 rpm. Now therefore, rotor speed of induction motor N is equals to Ns into 1 minus S that is 481 minus 0.02, because slip given is 2%. So this comes out to be 470.4 rpm. 470.4 rpm. So this is about calculating the speed of the rotor when I can calculate the frequency from the given data of the alternator. Okay. We will see another example. The reverse way we will see. A 10 pole 3 phase, a 10 pole 3 phase 50 hertz 440 volt alternator, okay, 440 volt alternator, sorry, not 440 volt alternator, 50 hertz alternator is driven by a 400 volt, is driven by a 400 volt 6 pole, a 400 volt 6 pole 3 phase induction motor, 3 phase induction motor running at slip of 4%, running at slip of 4%. What is the frequency of EMF generated in alternator? What is frequency of EMF generated in alternator? So in the previous case, generator was supplying the motor. In this case, motor is supplying the generator. Now I have a 3-phase alternator. This is the circuit symbol of alternator. And I have EMF induced here, EL. To this alternator, induction motor is driving it. Okay, and to this induction motor, I am giving 400 volt. Okay, 6 pole alternator. Sorry. A 10 pole 3 phase alternator is driven by 400 volt 6 pole 50 hertz induction motor. Okay, 6 pole 50 hertz induction motor. The statement itself is wrong in the book. Okay, because it has been asked a 10 pole 3 phase 50 hertz alternator. It is mentioned, and then it is asked what is the frequency of EMF generated. There is no meaning in that. That 50 hertz is for motor. Okay, so a 50 hertz 6 pole 400 volt motor is supplying its mechanical energy to the alternator. Now motor gives out mechanical energy, generator takes it as mechanical energy and converts it into electrical energy. Now I need to find what is the frequency of the generated EMF. Let us take this as Fg and this as say Fm. Motor frequency and generator frequency. Okay. Now, what is the frequency of generator? Let us see first the equation. The frequency of generated EMF, frequency of EMF in alternator Fg is equals to 120 into P into Mg divided by 120. The speed at which generator rotates. Now observe the mechanical energy required by the generator is obtained from the motor. So the speed at which generator is rotating is nothing but the speed at which motor is rotating. So if I find the rotation of the motor, I will get the speed of the generator. Once I get the speed of the generator, I can get the frequency of the generator. Okay. So here generator is coupled mechanically to motor. Therefore, speed of generator is equals to speed of motor. Speed of generator is equals to speed of motor. Okay. Then what is speed of motor? Speed of motor N is equals to Ns into 1 minus S. S is known, it is 4%. The motor is rotating, running at a with a slip of 4%. What is the Ns? Is 120 into motor frequency divided by number of poles. Okay, or number of poles of motor, you can take PM, motor poles. So this equals to 120 into 50 divided by number of poles in motor are 6. So N is equals to, it is 1000 RPM. Sorry, Ns is 1000 RPM. Ns is 1000 RPM. Therefore N is equals to 1000 into 1 minus 0.04. 4% is gone. So N is equals to, okay, is 960 RPM. Okay, so N is 960 RPM. So Nm is 960 RPM, which is equals to Mg, the generator speed. Okay, therefore Fg is equals to, okay, Pg into Ng divided by 120. Okay, so Pg is number of poles of the generator. Okay, a 10 pole 3 phase alternator. So number of poles of generator is 10. So therefore 10 into 10 into Ng is 960 divided by 120. Okay, so this is equals to 10 into it is 80 hertz. Okay, so the frequency of generated EMF in alternator is 80 hertz. Okay, so this is about the examples of the induction motor. Okay, then one small topic remains in induction motor is starting of induction motor, necessity of starter and star delta starter. In the next class, we will discuss about the necessity of starter and star delta starter of induction motor. Okay, so thank you for joining with us.